Bro, Hollywood P reacts.
What's going on YouTube? It's your dude Hollywood P back again for another video. Now as always folks, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Also turn on your post notifications so that you stay up to date with all of my latest uploads. Well guys, I am back. Yes, back once again. And I know the last video that I left you guys with, a lot of you guys were going crazy on me and everything. And that's because when I uploaded the video, apparently Dub and Aaliyah, just like I predicted in the video, they would get back together. So they were seen out, I guess, bowling and stuff like that. Like right after I uploaded, everything kind of went kind of crazy. But I did update the title on that one to let you guys know that I am aware of that. And just like I called it, I said they would be back together. Because you also got to remember that Dub does love Aaliyah. And I told you that in the last video. And I said they definitely will be back together. You know, once Dub, like all the hype and everything from being around your family, all of that disappears and you're laying in that bed alone and your girl, like you didn't break up with your girl or anything. It's just you didn't receive a phone call. And also you guys were to blame because y'all got in Dub's head by saying that, oh, she was in Houston and drinking out of some other guy's bottle and stuff like that. For a normal person, they probably wouldn't really trip on it. But somebody like Dub and these guys like DDG that's got this big ego and, you know, you got fans running up to you for pictures and autographs and stuff like that, saying that another man came and just is doing whatever with your girl, definitely messes with a person's mind. So that's what really, you know, kind of made him definitely rekindle his love with his woman. And also, if you looked at the video, I think it's like the video right after I dropped my video, it was kind of like Dub was actually claiming Aaliyah, which he doesn't really do a lot. You never hear him say, yeah, my girl, you know, my girlfriend, my boo thing or something like that. The title of the video was something like my girl and her daughter versus me and my son or something like that. You know, with some title. And I was like, dang, he claiming her? So I guess she probably felt like he wasn't really like claiming her in the public. And that's something that I think Brittany did say, like before her and Aaliyah got cool, like you need to claim that girl. You know what I'm saying? He didn't. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Is he embarrassed of her or what? You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. I mean, she got a kid. You got a kid. Whatever. She got 2 kids. You got 1 kid or whatever. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like she's not really well known out there. And he said when he first got with Aaliyah, he asked his homies, do you guys know her? You guys ever did anything with her? Because, you know, she has rumors of she used to be an exotic dancer and all this other stuff. I just know for her 9 to 5, which I'm not gonna say on here, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, that's all on that. But yeah, Dub and Aaliyah are back together. They were just at last night with DDG and Anna at Disneyland. Yeah, they was out at Disneyland. Of course, Aries and TT and everybody. You know, the whole fam came out. You know, to Disneyland as well last night, and they had a great time. So yeah, so everything's cool with them. Now moving on to DDG news. I know you guys always love the updates with DDG. Of course, he's still about to release the album. He's constantly still in the studio because, you know, if you're an artist or anybody, you know, anybody that does music, one thing about it is once you have the songs that you think you like, when you give it a listen again, sometimes you take things off and put other stuff on. So that's kind of like the phase that he's in now. You know, he was supposed to submit it like last Friday or something like that to the label, but you know, you still got time to play with it and remove things and swap things out. So that's pretty much far as him, far as the music stuff goes. Now, far as him doing content with Anna Mac, I think she's from Bad Girls Club. You know, they like DDG does have special relationships with these women, as far as Anna, Bia, India Love. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, he's got motion. He's DDG, so he's gonna be doing his thing. You're gonna see him with plenty of women, and you're gonna create that content. But like DDG said, y'all gonna see the content that you guys want because he got to pay these bills. You got to realize, I think DDG has, of course, the DDG mansion. He's got, you know, so he's got his mom bills. He's got another crib out in Hollywood. Then he's got a new crib that he just bought. And he's got, like the Maybach, the Cadillac Escalade, and and whatever else. So he's got cars, so he's got bills. So he says if he stops working, he will go broke. And I respect him for saying that, because he has so many expenses to it's like, to us, he's like, well, you rich. No, but you won't stay rich if you stop working. So he has to do that. So you're going to see him with whoever y'all hype up, he going to reach out and collab, whether it was Bad Baby, India Love, Anna Mac, whoever. You're going to see him with her. Now he is, I think, doing another trip soon or whatever, again with Wendy. I watched it a little bit, but I'm not really, big on the whole Wendy and DDG content, to be honest. That's me personally, but you guys probably love it. It's not my cup of tea, but, he is entertaining nonetheless. Moving on to Halle Bailey. Halle, now there has been the rumors that Halle is playing Janet Jackson in this Michael Jackson biopic, along with, I think, Jessica Sula and Nia Long. It's still like, I haven't seen anything out here. Like, I'm in Hollywood, guys, and I haven't seen any billboards or anything crazy or anything on the buses or nothing like that. I haven't seen, like, far as like stuff that goes on that you guys probably wouldn't see unless you live out here. Nothing. It's been crickets. So is that happening? Possibly. I've seen the photos that you guys seen with, Jessica Sula playing, I think, LaToya Jackson, Nia Long playing Mama Jackson or whatever, and Halle Bailey playing Janet Jackson. I've seen the photos just like you guys seen the photos. Haven't heard anything. Got my ears to the streets. Still haven't heard anything. Is she filming? Yes. Jessica Sula, I don't think she hasn't did like a project in a long time. So for her to be on something like this, that's gonna be pretty amazing. But I haven't seen any billboards. I haven't seen any crazy reports from, just the normal stuff that I would normally see out here before it's released to the public. Haven't seen it. But she is definitely still doing her thing. She's maintaining. Like I say, she's moved on past DDG. She's doing, her movies. She's staying, doing her little fitness thing. Look like she's got a little thicker now. She's trying to put a little weight on since she's back eating meat. She's no longer vegan. So shout out to Halle Bailey. Shout out to Lil Halo. And it looks like things have kind of calmed down between the animosity with DDG and Halle and Halo and all that. I think DDG understands now that it probably works in his favor for it to be like this, because if you want to consistently do content, Halo can't go everywhere that you go. You know what I mean? He'll slow you down as far as what you're trying to do and what you do for a living. You know what I'm saying? It's cute and cool for him to be on your streams when you're at, your house, whatever. He's sitting on your lap and stuff. But that's not the content that's going to bring in the big bucks. You know what I mean? Halo can't talk yet. He's not the woo-wop. You know how woo-wop was when he was with Dub growing up. Woo-wop was talking and all kind of stuff and just being funny, just over the top. He's not there yet. But he will be for sure. I also know that DDG is currently beefing with the guy, I think it's I Love Memphis, and that's crazy. That's also another unfortunate situation that DDG has found himself in, but he's also been going back and forth with Waka Flocka Flame, which is a good homie of mine. I just hope everything just works out. I know it's all, only thing it takes is when this guy's beefing on some real, it's just a conversation. They meet up and let's chop it up, man. Why are you talking this and that? It's gonna be cool, you know what I mean? But these guys gotta, Waka be out here. He ran into Waka not too long ago at one of his little events or whatever. So Waka be out here in LA. So I think they'll squash it or whatever. It's a lot of people come for DDG, man, because they try him because they look at how he is on the internet. You know what I'm saying? They call him corny and all this stuff, but man, you're a grown man. Like he said, you're a grown man. He's standing on business. He's just out here, taking care of his family and, trying to make a living just like everybody else. But anyway, guys, I am going to end it there. But everything is copacetic with everybody. Like I say, Dub, Aaliyah, back together. Anna, DDG making some dope content. Hopefully he, does more content with like India Love and stuff like that. But I think it was just kind of like a odd pair. I think it was like two different worlds. She's a powerhouse in her, out in this LA scene, and DDG's got the internet. So it was kind of like a unequal balance, so that it didn't really gel well, like it normally does with most of his other collaborations. But anyway, guys, I am gonna end it there. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. And as always, folks, as always, holla back at your boy. Peace.